welcome to a new upload. I did promise that I would make a video about texture packs, but you know, here they are. Here are the top 3 best survival friendly texture packs that you can use, and they will not impact your performance at all. They are simple, most of them are simple overlays, most of them are whatnot, but in the number 3 spot we've got Ashen Simple Gloves. Now right here, as you can see, I don't have it on, but if I were to turn it on right now, it's a complete overlay. Here it is. It makes the glass so much nicer and detailed. I personally really like this red one here, and it is a part of a medieval texture pack that you can clearly see that it's taken into bits, but there is a full one if you really want it. This overlay gives the glass more texture, as if I were to go over here at this fine build over here, that as I've already said over here for the 50th time, we can clearly see that these little glass parts, right, they have a little bit more texture to them, especially these green ones. Look at the detail, right? Perfect, isn't it? However, in some circumstances, the glass isn't so much useful. Here, as you can see on the star, the texture is much more grainy, the star is much more darker, but it does allow that light to shine a little bit more and become the center of basically the star. And look, well, you can see my reflection. Hello, there I am. Hi guys. Hello. Anyways, let's move on to the second texture pack. The next texture pack is named Fine Armory. Now, this is an overlay that alters, essentially, the armor and tools. So if you want some nicer armor tools, this texture pack's right here for you. So if I come over here, as you can see, the gold armor is changed, the iron armor is changed, nether armor is slightly changed. But I'm pretty sure this texture pack does work with trims. I haven't tested it out. I've just put it on right now. The diamond armor is severely changed. Look at that lighting. It uses so much nicer colors, and leather armor has also had its own redesign. Now, if we go over here, we can see the tools have had a complete redesign while keeping the natural vanilla aspect to it. So what you bring in here, it doesn't do much, does it? Look, boom. The trident, I really like this trident. Look at this with the shaders as well. You can clearly see how much it glows, and it's a great texture pack if you want your game to look a little just a little bit nicer, you know. The iron sword has changed a little bit. You can see a little gradient over there, but it's you know, it's, as you can see on the shovel, it's not usually that dark. They've simply just darkened it, and the bow has had a little bit of a texture change, as you can see right over there. It doesn't do too much, because if it did too much, I think it would remove the aspect of the vanilla part of the game. Next, oh shoot, I'll show that one later. But there's the axe, pickaxe. Each pickaxe has their own design. They all basically follow their own armor counterpart, apart from the netherite, which has this little hint of gold. Now, isn't that lovely? It also does the bow. As you can see, it's a little bit, there's like a little bit in the middle, it's a little bit darker. And again, it still works in the bow. It doesn't take away too much from the game. Hey, quickly, before we get on to number 1, my friend and I have recently started a Fiverr account, and the prices are really affordable, and there is no obligation to support it, but however, I really would be glad, we both really would be glad. It's only just a small side hustle. Whilst I have you here, please also like and subscribe. It does give me more motivation to produce similar content, and you know, who knows where this channel might go. But without further ado, let's move on to the number 1 texture pack. Lastly, at number 1, we have Stay True. This is the texture pack I had in my first video, and as you can see in the background, it does what it stays true to its own game mode. Now, I don't know why I can see why. This is supposed to be grass. Give me a second. This is how the grass looks. Looks a little bit nicer, but if you also have the better grass environment, it works. It's compatible. Now, as you can see, it also does it to every grass variant. Isn't that lovely? This right here is TNT, but if you ever wanted to, you can mix it with some barrels, and you get this nice little better upgrading with the barrels. If you ever want to actually incorporate a barrel, like I've said barrels way too much, but it just seems like it's a little sulfur. It's like some gunpowder, sorry. Which is pretty creative. As you can see, the logs do have this little shade on their sides. I don't know why I picked spruce. That's really bad. I should have picked like birch or something. But yeah, it doesn't do too much, but it does enough to be noticeable. As you can see on the chest, it's actually just a little bit darker. The jukeboxes have completely been turned upside down. That's a note block. This is a jukebox, and the grindstones have had a complete change of basically wood. And this one has completely been ironized instead of being darker like it was before. This pack also alters the diorite. Look at this, look at this. It no longer looks like bird poo. It looks like a normal block to use when you're building. You can pair it with calcite now, even much better than before. And then it will integrate much better. Isn't that great? And then the stone does have this occasional little extra few pixels to add that little bit of texture. And so do the bookshelves as well. As you can see, there's a lot of variety with the bookshelves. And also, look at these. This is concrete powder, but it looks like sand. It's not great. It makes the concrete powder much brighter, but okay, who cares? Brighter concrete powder. Oh, never mind. What a tragedy. The doors are a little bit, and the fences are great. The fences actually look like their counterpart. Those are spruce fences right now you're looking at. Yeah, that is the top 3 best survival friendly texture packs. Before I go, over here. Stay True also does the netherite ingot. Look at this beauty. It looks so much nicer. It looks so much cleaner. It looks so much nicer. I will link them in the description, and if they're not in the description, they'll be in the what's called the comment sections. All right. I'll see you in a bit.